You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What up, people? Annibal, the Animal Rodriguez here. In the house, you are watching Dreams to Reality podcast. Today, guys, it's a lovely Sunday afternoon in the city of Pasadena, the city of roses. And today we have an amazing guest. We have Sassy B with Permit Records. She is the CEO and founder, former artist, and today she's going to be sharing her story and sharing her journey on this music industry journey of hers. Please give her a big hand and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Annabelle. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And this place feels very familiar. Like I've been here before.
Indeed, you have.
Yeah. I think I used to work from here. And now this is the official Casa de Permit Records, Sassy B's Palace. You got an office here not too long ago, so congratulations on that. And congratulations on everything that you're doing. I've been, following your journey since I met you not too long ago. And the reason why I asked you on the podcast is because I'm curious to find people like yourself that have the courage to go out into the world and pursue their goals and dreams. Like I had told you before we hit record on these cameras that even if you feel that you're not where you want to be, you are light years ahead of most people, because the majority of people have all these dreams and visions in their head of what they want their life to be like, but they never even leave the couch. They stay there and they just ruminate on it and they never take action. But you're doing it, so congratulations on that.
Yes, thank you. I'm trying. Every day is a trying day for me, so I try to put one foot in the door and make sure I make the way out, because I do want to make a way for my people at the end of the day. So Permit Records is a community-based thing. So
awesome. Yeah, so I know that you have these awesome clothing with us here today. We got the Permit Records t-shirt. We got some shorts here and a sweater. I'm going to show you guys real quick.
No problem.
So check this stuff out, guys. If you're looking to get some fly gear,
sweater.
Boom, here you go.
Got the sweater for you. Forget to look on our website, permitrecords.com. That's PRMENT.
Oh man, I freaking love these shorts. So I'm gonna be wearing these the next time I beat the shit out of someone in the cage. I'm gonna be like, hook it up with some of these.
Give us that support.
Hell yeah. These are sick, man. I like them. So you produce all of these? You make all of these?
I make everything.
Awesome. So guys, make sure you check out, what was the website again?
Permit Records. That's PRMENT records.com.
So tell us what Permit Records is and what it means and what the movement is.
Okay, Permit Record is a small local record label I found and established right here in Pasadena because I once too was an artist. So I know the hassle it is to even getting into a studio and just getting your name out. So what I wanted to do was show like that I can be a mentor in my community, be able to support others and put other people on, as far as like not having, the outlet for people. So I'm here to be the outlet for my community and people that is with talent that is looking for somebody like me to help them build their journey as well. Cause we all we need help.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was telling you, one of the main things that we talk about on this show is mentorship. Finding people that have been on this journey of life that can guide us so that we don't stumble, fall, or get into a trap where we're never going to get to where we want to be.
Stuck.
And I was asking you, like, if you have any mentors, you're like, no, I don't. I've never had any mentors.
I actually don't, and it's sad to say. And the only reason why I feel that way because just like I've learned everything on my own, like growing up, that's what pushed me to do certain things. I've never had nobody be like, hey, you need to do that or go ahead and do that. Nobody's ever pushed me. I always push myself because I've always gotten negative feedback. Nobody's telling me positive thing to actually do stuff. So I just did it on my own. I woke up one morning and said, you know what? I'm tired of living in the projects. It's time to do better for me and my people. So, and that's what we're working on.
So where'd you grow up? What was your childhood like? And what was the pursuit of music? What made you want to get into this industry? Because you said you started off as an artist, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about that, about your upbringing.
My upbringing. So I'm originally from Pasadena, California. I lived in
Medina.
yes.
I didn't even know Pasadena had a freaking projects.
Okay, don't do us. It's called the King's Villages, to be exact, aka King's Village, King Manors.
There you go.
But it is like a small community. You know, that's where I'm raised and born from. You know, my mom raised me. She's a single mother. My father died by the Pasadena police's hands. So,
dang.
you know, I was really
That's
not really
up,
too
man.
right. It's really
How old were you when that happened?
I actually wasn't born. I was in my mom's stomach, so I never got to have that.
Wow. Can you get into it? Like, do you know what happened and what the story behind that is?
I do. My father was into stuff as far as he wasn't. Nobody's perfect. He used to sell drugs. So I guess in his journey, him selling drugs led him to his death with the police, running into the police and just getting choked out.
Was it a shootout?
No, choked.
He got choked.
And he swallowed the drugs. So as he swallowed the drugs.
So he didn't want to get caught with the drugs. He consumed them.
And it exploded his heart.
Fuck.
And he died. So
that's freaking horrible. Yeah. There's this one a video that I saw on YouTube. Something very similar happened, but this was a kid. He was like, he must have been like probably in his early 20s. And to transfer the drugs, he was coming from someplace in South America to the U.S., they put the drugs inside of a liquid. They turned it into a liquid form. So he was walking in with this big ass thing of water, but it was kind of discolored.
Right.
And the patrol people knew that it was like drugs. So they tested him to be like, well, you know, is that drugs? He's like, no, it's just my drink. He's like, well, then drink it. And he started drinking it. And he drinking it and he drinking it. Killed him, you know, because he just didn't want to get caught. So it's jacked up.
Say no to drugs, guys.
Say no to drugs.
Please.
Yeah. So I know you do a lot of community service with your record label and with your movement. And it's all about helping the community and growing. So that's another reason why I really respect what you do. And I support you because I see that it's something positive. Like everything that I do has that essence of dreams to reality. And in order to accomplish your dreams, you have to have a certain frequency to go about it. You know, there's people that accomplish their goals and dreams through a negative, rob, steal, lie, cheat, do whatever it takes. But that is short lived. You know, it doesn't last. And when I tell people the most important thing for me and what I think is longevity, you know, being able to build something that's strong, a strong foundation, you know, instead of some fugazi smoke and mirrors bullshit that is going to collapse with the first little gust of wind. So unfortunately not unfortunately, I think it's done for us. For people that want to build something that lasts forever, we go through a lot of hardship. You know, we're in the dirt, like digging rocks and fucking.
You ain't gotta tell me. Every day I'm tired. I just have a whole back problem. I ain't even working like that. I guess it's from me picking up this stuff. I am drained. Okay. Excuse me if I miss people and don't respond. I am overwhelmed with the life.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, you get like all these messages and you're like, I just need some peace for myself.
And I just lost the love of my life not 2 months ago.
Wow, I remember you telling me that, man.
I have a lot on my mind I'm just boggling with, so I'm trying to keep myself busy as much as possible.
I feel you. So your dad passes away before you're even born.
Correct.
And then tell us what led you into this journey.
So as I was getting older, I was one of those bad kids, you know, I didn't listen. So I reached out to gangs, you know, I went into the gangway, you know, and that's PDL, you know, that's all I knew. You know, they gave me comfort when I was coming along. So, you know, I've seen that. I've seen how they rap, they little style. I had my cousin, rest in peace, Armani. He passed away through gang, but he was talented as hell, like can flow off just.
Damn, that's
when I say
man.
Like really talented, I've never seen nobody that can. And just got it. Like, you know, he was gifted. And then within that, like, measurement, as far as the music, he was very gifted. But he passed away. And once he always asked me, like, Tulip, cousin, get in a video. He always asked me to get in a video. I never got in a video. I wasn't a video person. I'm not, like, too.
Yeah, I remember before we hit record, you're like, I'm not good on camera.
I'm not good on camera. But I'm like, you know, since I felt bad because I deal with his baby's mother, Kaylin. That was my friend, my old best friend. She still is. I still keep contact. But, you know, I support her because I know what it's like. You know, it's just losing somebody. So, but he was the best rapper, so he motivated me because he had the community behind him. He had Pasadena behind him. Like they know his lyrics word for word. Like they know him.
There's power in numbers.
You know,
always.
So you know he motivated me when he told me why I didn't get in the video, and I felt so bad. Then a couple months later he died, and I'm like, damn, I should have gotten one video. Right?
Yeah.
But,
how old was he when he passed away?
think he was about 25, 24. I don't want to be
Jesus.
too off. One of them numbers.
He's young,
yes.
talented. It's
Yes.
a shame when, you know, because the way I see it, if you have a talent, it's usually God given,
Right.
you know. And it's a shame when it goes to waste, you know, because you can see the potential of what could have been. And now you'll never know. You'll never know. What could he have been? Could he have been the next Drake? He could have been the next fucking whatever.
For sure.
Or whatever his style of music, the best one in that genre.
Yeah, people come. He made the people in LA, any little local city, they mess with his music.
What was his name again?
Armani.
Armani.
ODD.
ODD.
Yes.
Rest in peace. And if you
Yes.
guys check out his music, you know, give a little shout out to him for what he did while he was here on this earth. And then now you're here, you're still here, and you're still doing it, you know? So he kind of sparked your interest.
Yes.
You know, you didn't get a chance to be on his videos, but at this point, how old were you, and were you already rapping?
I started rapping about 7 years ago. 6, 7 years ago.
And how long were you in the gang world?
Since I was like 13.
You're still in it?
I'm not.
You're like, I'm retired, but
I'm
not
retired, but I'm not retired. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a mother first, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like all that goes out the window. If it's not bringing me no money, it's not helping me build up my foundation of what I got going on, or supporting my family and my kid. It's really not too much. But unless they involve me as far as getting in my way or me do, you know, then it's a different story. As long as nobody push me, I'm cool. Like, I don't bother nobody.
That's good.
Very humble. I like to smoke a lot of kush.
Hey, I tell kids all the time. I tell people all the time, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Don't. I just told you.
But I do plant medicine. But I smoke a little bit of weed. Well, let me ask you this question. Did you see that about Snoop Dogg not smoking anymore?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
I need to stop.
You know what I think? I think he's sick. I think he might be sick. Some kind of lung, because he's been smoking for years and years.
He can smoke he said he smokes 200 or something.
He has a girl on payroll that
rolls
rolls for him, and she's amazing. But still, amazing. Like he's been smoking. Like she's probably got like rheumatoid arthritis from so many fucking blunts she'd be smoking.
Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know, I saw him not too long ago, a few days ago actually. I was at the Chicano Hollywood training day at the Quixote Studios in Pacoima, giant studio, beautiful studios. And they had some major cinematographers, directors, actors that are teaching people within the Chicano movement, you know, how to screenwrite, how to act, how to direct, how to light, how to gaffing, everything. They were teaching the, you know, Hollywood to our people. And, you know, I took the acting class, and at the end of the class, we shot a scene with one of the main the only cinematographer for the Queen Reina del Sur. It's a special on Netflix. It's got like 5 seasons. And he's also done a bunch of others from Abraham Martinez. He recreated one of the scenes, and then me and my co-host, which I'm going to meet a little bit later today, April, recreated that scene, you know, so it was like legit, you know, cinema cameras, the lighting, and he was explaining everything as it was going. And we shot that scene, and then Snoop Dogg was literally right there standing watching us the whole time.
Is he smoking?
No, he wasn't smoking. I think he had already stopped or something.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen Snoop Dogg many times, and he's always been like a very thin, you know, tall, thin guy. But for some reason, I don't know if he's just older, but he looked kind of frail to me. And I was like, is he good?
The age does play a part too, as well. As you get older, your body, of course, is not going to be looking the same as when you were like 40, 30
exactly.
years
And I hadn't
old.
seen him in like freaking years. So I was thinking, like, you know, when I saw the announcement that he was not smoking anymore, I thought he might be sick. But at the same time, he might not. He might just decide for
his lungs. He probably felt himself getting weak.
Or it could be a spiritual thing. It could be many reasons. So I'm kind of curious in when he speaks. You know, because right now he's saying leave him alone. Don't ask him shit. Let him and his family have their privacy. His peace. Don't be fucking questioning him. Like, so I get it. I'm not gonna be like, hey, what are you doing, Snoop Dogg?
Right. Like, we all want to know.
You don't know. Like, sometimes people want to do things in privacy. It's very important. When you're a public figure, it's hard because everybody wants to know everything about you. But I think that we all need to have our own private space.
Correct.
You know, to recharge, to think, to build. It's impossible to build something huge when everybody's like fucking like all up in your shit, you know? So I'll give him that piece, but I was curious in just seeing like what your thoughts were on that.
I think he just wanted to stop. Maybe he might might be sick. I kind of think he is sick. Maybe he is.
We don't know, you know, but
wish him well. Age. Yes, I do. Of course.
We wish him well, and you know, I'm curious to find out. And
it'll come out on the.
I ain't quitting anytime soon, though.
Right. Look at me. Me neither. I mean, I do need to quit. I didn't say I was stopping right now. Yeah. I'll stop on my own terms.
Yeah, I mean,
not on Snoop's terms.
When I'm his age, you know.
Right. I'm not on Snoop terms. I'm still young, love. I ain't even touched 30.
My lungs are perfect. You want to know something funny? I didn't start smoking anything. I never even smoked cigars or anything at all.
Really?
Yeah, and the first time I ever smoked like weed, I was like 26. So I was 26 or 27. I was older. Yeah. So my lungs are like baby lungs.
Yeah, they are. They fresh.
They fresh.
You hit one of them woods, you might not be up to no good.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, it'll hit me hard. I still cough. I still got you know, baby lungs. I'll be coughing with it.
You look like you need a joint, just a little joint.
A little tiny joint, yeah. That's funny. And you had asked me another question, too. I can't remember what we were saying. Oh, P. Diddy. You asked me, like, what do you think about P. Diddy?
About that case, how fast it just it came and left. That nigga paid that girl off.
Yeah, so huge shout out to the Food Network and Food News, because that's where I saw it first, you know.
Big and shout out to Cassie for going to step up, but you should have stuck with it, girl. You didn't settle for some money. You did all that for what? For
what was the charge or the
rape?
Rape?
Yes.
And Jesus Christ.
Right, rape and some. I guess he had her doing stuff with men. Like he'll get like people, probably man prostitutes off the street, I guess, and used to have her have sex with them and record them.
That's freaking wild.
That's weird. And then she was young, and it's like. You took advantage of the age bracket. She was 19. He was 37 when they got together. I mean, that's a big difference. I understand people be like, oh, no, I'm of age. I know what I'm doing.
The way I see it.
No.
Since it ended so quickly, like I saw the post that he was accused, and then I saw a post like the next day.
Right, he paid it off.
They settled out of court. It seems like it was a money grab. Like she just wanted some money, you know. To me, that's what it
seemed like that too, but it also seemed like he didn't want the real. He already got a lot he facing from the Tupac. They saying him with the Tupac involvement on top of the Cassie. I think he didn't want to have all that pop up.
Of course he doesn't. So, you know, whether it's real, whether it's like legitimate or it's not, he doesn't need it. He doesn't want it. He will pay right away.
Right.
You know, either way. So we'll never. The unfortunate truth is that we're never gonna really know.
We will.
How?
I guess when that man died.
Even when he dies, we're not gonna know.
They'll probably come out the blue. Like
unless I see the videos and shit. Even
they said they had a video. They said it. Trigger and video is attached to the little document.
Christ, that's crazy.
That's why I said this is crazy.
Man, you really never know people. You know,
you don't. I thought he in the movie he persuaded himself as a good individual. Like in that Biggie movie, he didn't think he played people. None of that. You see, he trying to pay all these people, artists back.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long? Like, it should never take over half a century just to pay somebody for their royalties or whatever they worked on. So that's kind of
that's one of the things I wanted to ask you about, because the music industry is it can be a dirty world. It really you know?
Can, and that's what I'm nervous
And if you
about.
don't know shit about contracts, you don't know shit about marketing, you don't know anything about distribution, it doesn't matter how talented you are.
Right.
You are gonna get put through the ringer. Exactly, you're gonna get fucked pretty bad. Like there's major artists that if I tell you their names, you'll be like, oh yeah, they're probably millionaires, right? I'll be like, no, they don't have shit. They're thousandaires, you know? And these are like major songs that have played millions and millions of times on radios, on movies, on TV, commercials. They don't own none of it.
Oh, wow.
The record labels own it, or some other people own it.
So let me cut you with that. So with my record label, I only offer 2-year contracts. Just a startup contract, just to see where you are, work with you. Not to get you too deep. You know, I don't want, you know, I'm just here to build you up. I'm just, after me, you know, you go your way, however you go. But, you know, I'm here just to promote you and not let you forget where you came from. You know, we are a startup business. I'm small business. I'm not fully established yet, but I do see my business going somewhere really big in the future. So, and I'm a female. There's not a lot of females that are owning record labels. So I'm not saying there aren't.
I don't know any.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, then I know one person. I have a homegirl named, she's on Instagram. Her name is Tina, I think Tina B or something. She owns a record label with a couple artists. But she's a female as well. But it's not really females in the industry like taking over like that. You know, it's always man. You got Yo Gotti. You got what's the other one? Gucci Man. All these different men figures, but no female figures. So I'm here to say I'm her.
Hell yeah.
I got this.
Do it.
Straight out of Pasadena, City of the Rose.
There we go. I love it.
I'm just saying.
So what kind of artists do you want to work with?
I'm really open to all artists, but my main artist working with is like hip hop, R&B. It really depends. Like I have to hear a sound. If I like it, if you're sounding really good or I like what I hear, then of course I'm down to work, talk, go over some things to see if you're willing to work with Permit Records. If not, then hey, keep it pushing like.
So how do you find talent? What's the way that you go about it? Because the reason I ask is because the music industry has changed a lot,
right.
Obviously with social media, with, the pandemic, with, the way things have changed with Spotify, with all these different changes in the world. The music industry has changed. So before it was typically you start a band, or if you're an artist, you have your album or you have your book of songs, and then you go out on tour, right? So you start putting out shows. Right. So you go to Whiskey A Go Go, you go to this place, you go to that, the House of Blues, and you play almost every weekend, or you play as much as you possibly can to put your music out. Right. And in the process of you putting your music out, you're self-promoting yourself. Like, hey, here's my flyers, putting flyers or selling your CDs, at the event, after the show's over, you're shaking hands, you're taking pictures, and you're asking all of your friends to come out, bring their friends. And the club themselves is wanting you to do that because they're making money from the ticket sales, from the alcohol sales, and then you have your clothing. And then what happens is that agents or record producers will go to these concerts and they'll be in the audience and they'll listen and they'll see and they'll be like, their music is really good. They'll see the audience like, damn, look how many people they sold out the House of Blues. They sold out this, they sold out that. They're getting some hype going. I like the way they look. I like the way they're going. So after the performance is over, they'll be like, hey, my name is Nicole with Permit Records. Love what you guys do. I would like to sit down and talk about working together. And then the artist is like, hell yeah, we're getting recognized. Right. In the beginning, the artist, they just want their artistry to be recognized. For sure. To be like, hey, I see you. Right. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I love it. And an artist, like, because I'm a musician too. Okay. Getting that feeling is like, fuck yeah, like finally I've done all this stuff and I've created something. Me. Someone's noticing what I'm doing. Artists want to be recognized. Right. It's not always about the money. If it was only about the money, then once an artist made all this money, they would just stop. They would stop, but they don't. They want more. They want to continue to be the number one artist, to be recognized, to win the Grammys, to win the contracts, to win this, to win the commercials with Nike. And the financial success that comes from that is like almost just a byproduct of being the best at what you do. So for you, now it's a different age. There's social media. You can literally go on Instagram and find artists.
That's where I was about to go back to.
Yeah, tell me.
Social media is where I find my outlet. And people really reach out. They see that it's an upcoming record label, and they reach out to me. So that's how I've been finding the local talents now. Besides one artist, her name is Genesis. Mm-hmm. She's one of the artists. I know her in the area. She's been rapping for a while, and I like the way she sounds. So I'm just peaching out and going like that as far as finding my artists. They usually contact me, or I go out, like you said, to shows, and if they're like upcoming artists, indie artists, I'll ask them as well, like, hey, we can sit down and have a meeting. What are you into? Like, try to find where they're at in their music part of life. So
right now, are you working with any artists either on some singles or helping them elevate their...
I have one artist that I'm currently working on, and that was Genesis, the young lady is correct.
Awesome.
She's Hispanic. She's about 25, I think. Mm-hmm. So if you want to check her out, her name is Genesis on Instagram, JENNESSEYY.
Awesome. I'll tag her IG on the YouTube post. I'll make sure I'll tag you as well, and your record label, and I'll put your website so all you guys can check out the music. And if there's any artist out there that needs some support, they need some Death Row records. Hey, doesn't Snoop Dogg own it now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, I think he's the owner now.
Okay.
Yeah, he bought it.
So he better not be trying to bully people, because he know how it feels to be bullied. Because he was the same nigga that talked about in this interview. I had a knife. I was on the plane. I had that fork or whatever he had in his hand ready. Scary, but.
Dude, Suge Knight was a bully, man.
Hey, and that's what I don't want to be. I don't want to be a bully in the music. Even P. Diddy, because it seems like did some bullying too.
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing. So.
Yeah, but Suge Knight was a little bit more gangster. He'll run you
For
over.
sure.
He'll run you over with
He's
his
a
freaking
blood.
Yeah, he'll run you over with his freaking van or whatever he had.
He's a blood. I'm just like, the joke.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm just kidding.
No, but
Yeah, but what were we getting at? Yes, so I think Snoop Dogg is the. I had read an article or some
I think
post.
he is because I think he would have been next in line, like as far as like.
Yeah, I think Suge is like blind and crazy and like all jacked up in prison, and he's never getting out. He's gonna die in there.
Oh, you
Suge?
You think so?
I think so. The dude's like sick as hell. He's still huge, and I wouldn't want to fight the guy, but he's like frail now. He's an old, sick man.
Like sick, like health wise.
Yeah, his health is like all jacked up.
Oh wow! I hope that pray for that man.
He made a lot of people suffer, so I think it's his turn.
But like you say, you gotta forgive and forget, and you gotta learn. Because if Jesus can do it, we can do it.
I guess I could do it. He never did anything to me.
You're right. Me neither. At this point, hey, Suge.
I mean, he's getting the retribution of what he's caused.
Yes, for
sure. He's in prison for a reason. He ran over two people, because he was pissed off, and
he was a bully.
He killed one of them. The other one got all jacked up. Like their life is screwed up forever.
You better be lucky he made it to the jailhouse.
Yeah, and that's just people that he got caught. I'm sure this dude's done some dirt that he's never been caught for.
Sure.
On top of like stealing a bunch of money from artists.
Right.
And, but hey, he is. This is what I tell people.
He's a legend, I guess.
This is what I tell people. Sometimes the dark individual, the villain, of the movie or of real life, is just a scared person trying to survive in this world. They want to survive, right. And they're doing it the only way that they can from what they have. I don't know Suge Life's life. I don't know what he went through.
Probably
I don't know.
Terrible background.
I don't know what his dad was like. I don't know what his mom was like. I don't know what his upbringing was like. I don't know anything. But what I do know is he was a big fucking gangster. So he used that. He was a big.
Don't come for me, Suge.
So he used that for whatever he wanted. He bullied his way through the world.
He scared folks for sure. He sure put that scare in people.
Yeah.
Because man, I'm telling you, I'm like, what? He was doing all this. Well,
yeah.
When you got that type of money and them type of people behind you, of course they're gonna follow suit. So
yeah. So today's age, how do you make money in the music industry? What's the main way?
Social media, just putting it on different platforms, putting it on SoundCloud, Apple Music. They have they have it to where it's more easier now for you to put your music out there for you to get paid. They have all these different sites.
Yeah.
I can't think of them right this second.
Spotify,
they have like an actual app that you just go directly to.
And then they put it out through all of them. Yeah.
I can't remember it, but
there's a handful of them, and I know this because for my podcast, it's the same thing.
Right.
The podcast is essentially like music,
right.
But no music. It's just, you just talking video, and shit, right. The original podcast is not even video, it's just audio. Wow. So audio podcasts are very, 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 very popular. There's so many that people don't even know about because they're just living their regular life.
Shoot, the radio.
But you go on radio.
Because we don't see them.
Yeah, the radio's still around, even though it's kind of an old dying.
But it definitely makes its way as far as like if you have a song that's out and you want it to be stuck to somebody.
Yeah.
You throw that shit on the radio, they're gonna keep replaying it. It's going to where you know it. I have one song that I hate so much, but I like now. It's just when it come on, I'll just be like,
which one?
I'd rather be famous instead. I don't even like, what you mean you rather be? I want the money, honey.
Yeah, that's the thing about radio is that once you get I forgot the name of the guy in the radio. He's the, I guess he's one of the main producers. What they do is that they put together the list of songs for the segment, and the DJ literally just fucking hits a button and those songs will play. Wow. You don't get to pick this. If you're a DJ, you don't get to pick the fucking songs. The songs are pre-selected for you.
Okay, in line.
And they're on a sync and they repeat. That's why you'll hear the same fucking song.
I'm like, they keep playing
every time I turn on the fucking radio, it's like the same song.
She's a devil. She's a bad little bitch. She's a rebel.
So to get your song on the radio where it's on repeat like that, of course, the masses are going to hear it. And then that's going to allow those people to then go to your concerts.
That's good marketing.
Yeah, go to Spotify to listen to that song and other songs of yours. And it's going to allow you a lot of different
outlets.
Yeah. But the way I see it today, music is much different. Like before you can make money from music and that was it. Right. I feel like artists today have to like have their music. They have to have a clothing brand. They have to have an energy drink. They have to have like 20 other things to be able to make money.
Only reason why I did the clothing branding because I feel like word of mouth wasn't working as far as like you were saying, like how do you get your brand out there? I feel like with the clothes, if they're wearing it, somebody's gonna find it attractive or like and be like, hey, what is that? What does that stand for? They're gonna get the involving, and then that's when they Google and search stuff. So that's why I really did the clothing and try to branch off to different things because I don't want to be stuck into the music just in case the music doesn't work. You know, everything flops. So that flop, at least I can come back to my clothing brand. That's always there. Yeah,
I like to support, all of my friends and associates, companies, and almost all of them have some kind of merchandise,
right?
Whether it's clothes or whatever. And everything I wear is usually from some kind of like, business. I'll have like a Logic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu shirt or like hat, which is like in my friend's jiu-jitsu class, or I'll have like hats of like End Overdose, which is a nonprofit. Everything that I have, I love to support it because one, it looks cool. I like things that look cool.
You wouldn't have worn it if you didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't even care if you did give it to me. If I don't like it, I'm not supporting it.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of it, I support what they're doing. So when people are like, oh, that's a cool shirt, where'd you get it? I'd be like, oh, this is Logic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, check them out. They're in whatever. So I tell people all the time, this is literally marketing, it's a cool shirt, but at the same time, what is Permit Records? What is the full name of it? Tell us again.
Project Rose Music Entertainment.
Project Rose Music Entertainment.
P.R.E.N.T. Records, LLC.
So what makes you different from other companies out there, and what do you provide to your artists to help them on their journey?
Well, what makes me and my record label different is because I know the first with hand of being an artist first, of like I was saying, goes back to not having that support in them outlets. So I'm here as a mentoring first, for my business, hands-on. So I'm here hands-on as an artist and a management, but also what we provide is, shows, promotions, just being able to get your name out there, for when you do get big or you get these big shows or you get these features with these big names that you're already prepared and, you took the right steps instead of like having to go out of pocket out of your own money because, people don't have a lot of money nowadays. That's what we coming for. We're like a small investment into your life. So.
I see. So you're investing into your artists.
Correct.
For the bigger picture.
For sure.
And that's the way I see it is every business should be that way.
But they're not.
When you start off, like if you start off trying to take, then you're not really going to go very far. Like for example, me, like the first thing I had to do to start my business was invest in my gear. For sure. So I spent like $50,000 on everything that I got. Multiple cameras, lenses, microphones, laptops.
But it paid off.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And the first thing you want to do is just get out of the red, which is get out of that debt. You're in a hole. Most businesses start in a hole.
Right.
You start in that fucking hole. Like if you buy a franchise, you're in $150,000 debt.
Right.
Right off the bat,
Sure enough, it's going to flop.
Exactly. There's other businesses that might not require huge investments, but most do, and the other investment they have to put in is time, effort, energy. People don't understand. Like, do you know how hard I had to fucking work to even learn how to work this fucking camera, how to do the editing, how to do all that, and then how to master it. And how to master it too. Because there's a difference between an amateur and a professional, and that's attention to detail. A professional will take the extra time to pay attention to detail where the amateur will not even notice or care. They're aloof. They're ignorant. They don't really understand that the details makes the difference. So that's why I like to work with people that are very similar to me in the sense where they want to put out the best thing possible. And once you put something out, even if it's not the best thing possible, you
growing.
You upgrade it, over time. All right, so that song wasn't that great because maybe I didn't have enough money to get an audio engineer. Now the next one, I'm gonna get an audio engineer.
Right.
I'm gonna master it a little bit different. Up. I'm gonna need a different studio. I'm gonna buy a different camera. Like I start off with a shitty little camera, then I upgrade to a better camera.
Gotta start from the bottom. Now you're there.
There you go. So, what is the vision of Permit Records?
To have a big corporate business straight out of Pasadena, California. With all my different talents, I want to have my artists to also expand themselves into movies. We're not going to just stay stuck in one thing as far as music. We're going to venture out to everything, We're going to do movies, acting. We're going to try to dibble and dabble in a lot of things. And I want to do like stuff for the community. I always do like a yearly giveaway or something, That's something I do want my artists to pertain and like be involved in. Like all the artists have to like participate in giving back as well, especially from where we came from, and that's Pasadena.
Yeah, I saw, was it yesterday that you were giving out?
I did that like 2-3 days ago. Ouch.
You smashed your face into that microphone.
And I said ouch with the wipe. Yes. Dude, so
what was it that you were doing?
I was giving back to the homeless. So people that are around the area that I'm like, we were right here at the Citadels. I don't know if I'm saying it right. One of them apartments. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of people that live there. They're homeless that came off the street or on drugs, whatever they do. But I just want to give back because they have a kitchen. Most people don't have a meal, and I know how hard it is. I know if I was homeless, I would want somebody to feed me or bring me a cover and give me some hand sanitizer. Because at the end of the day, all that counts and all that matters. Because there is somebody out there that would really need that and really appreciate that. So. And I'm blessed to be able to give back. So within my situation.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so let's back up a little bit. You said you were an artist, and how did you transition from being are you still an artist? Is that something you still want to produce?
But no, I do not want to be an artist. Heck no.
No? So what was the transition? What was the catalyst to be like, you know what? I've been doing this and now I think I want to do this.
I wasn't seeing the views that I was supposed to get. I think I got discouraged with like I was saying, like not being able to get the support from the people that are in my community or people that I know. Like I wasn't getting the support. Like they'll be like, oh, we support you, but they really don't. So I think I got discouraged from the people and just, I'd rather just be the one that since I had the experience of going out and getting my own shows and making my own videos, I feel like maybe I can just transform myself into being a management and putting somebody else on and pushing somebody else to do it because I could be the one sitting back, and orchestrating and stuff and making sure everybody's in the, way of getting to where they want to go. So just trying to focus on people and their dreams as well as doing mine because this is my dream to help people. And God brought me on this earth for a reason. Yeah. And if this is my calling, I think maybe this is my calling as far as helping others.
Yeah. I mean, the hardest thing that I feel that most people have a trouble with is finding their purpose in life. And
I'm still building on that. I'm still working on that.
Yeah. Like it took me a long time to figure out what my purpose was.
Right.
But to be honest with you, the whole time whatever I did had an essence of that, Today I know exactly what my purpose in life is and I'm doing it. But for many, many, many years, I was very frustrated and I was very, like you, discouraged, from the results of the things that I was doing, not getting what I wanted. Like I wanted the world to bend to my will. Like, why are they not doing it? Like, why? And I would get angry and I would get sad and I would get depressed and I would get whatever. And then I would get excited and do some other shit.
Right.
And it was like this fucking fight. It was a fight. I was fighting against the world. I was fighting against everything. Like, And then when I finally found my purpose in life, I realized it was not a fight. It was a surrender. It was a allowing. It was a release, and I think if you really think about it, for most people out there, if you're in that position right now where you're trying to find your purpose in life, you're doing all these different, you're fighting like I was, you're fighting the fucking world. When you find that one thing that you do that allows you to just let go and surrender to the process, you're getting closer to what that purpose is, and that's where I'm at right now, where I'm starting to let go of all the anxiety, let go of all the pressure, let go of all the what if it works, what if it doesn't work, and just let it flow. Let God work his magic, through me,
right?
Through
for
me.
Sure.
And as I start to do that, things are actually going the way that I want it to. I find it so interesting. Before, I would try to force things to go the way that I wanted.
Right.
I don't do that anymore. Now I allow it to. I allow it to happen. And if it doesn't happen, guess what I say? It wasn't meant to be.
For sure.
And this happens for a reason. So there's businesses or business partnerships that have dissolved. Most people in those cases become sad, depressed, be like, see, it's not working out. I'm just going to quit. Or they're like, damn. And to me, I get excited. I'm like, oh, that's great. That means that they weren't for me. And I wish them well. But now this is for me. Everything that I'm doing now is for me and my cause. You cannot help someone else without helping yourself first.
For sure.
Even you go on an airplane, and what do they say? If there's some problem, the air mask falls down, you put it on yourself first and then your kids.
Right.
Logically, I'm thinking, fuck that. I'm putting it on my baby, on my dog, on my dog Sonny right here. I'm gonna put it on him first. But the reason they say that is because what if you faint, fucker? Now you're both dead.
Right.
So that's the thing. You can't help the poor being poor. You can't help, whatever. If you yourself is not in the right frame. Like over here giving people relationship advice when like I'm divorced and all my relationships are all fucked up.
I mean, I would take advice from somebody that's married, and I wouldn't take if I'm having relationship problems or if I'm trying to get to where I want to be happy. I would actually ask a person that's already married and has established years into a relationship.
Me, it took me years to figure that shit out. I used to listen to everybody. And they would fuck up my whole life. So I'll be like, hey man, I'm starting this fucking business. And they would be like, man, you don't want to do that. That's stupid.
Right.
Coming from my friend who's unemployed and fucking a crackhead,
It'd be like that. It'd be like that though. You'd be
I'll be like, bro, you're a crackhead. What are you talking about?
Bro, let me shut up. See, I was gonna go hard on somebody.
Yeah, don't bring up any crackheads.
No, that was my boy. That pissed me off. Got the nerves to tell me I moved. I shouldn't be selling my merchandise. I need to worry about artists. No, I don't.
Yeah, like what happens is that, unfortunately,
like his life didn't go the right way.
People put their own limiting beliefs onto you.
Right.
And if you don't have the strength and the courage to be like, no, that's you. That's not me.
Right.
Why don't you start your own record company and then you get your own artist? Don't fucking tell me anything. I only listen to people like you said. If I want relationship advice, I'm listening to someone that's in a healthy, positive relationship.
You feel me?
If I want to get advice on a record label, I'm listening to fucking Dr. Dre or someone that like knows what the fuck they're doing.
That knows the business.
Either if I know them personally, I'll call them, and if I don't, I'll fucking do the research. I'll buy his book. I'll listen to his seminars. I'll listen to his YouTube interviews, and I'll pull the information. Wow. So I have been doing that, and it's been going amazing for me where I'm like, fuck all of y'all. I'm only listening to bosses now.
Right.
I'm only listening to people
a boss.
Yeah. Iron sharpens iron, it's in the Bible. Like, that you need to grow. You do need an opponent. You do need a little bit of struggle, but it doesn't have to be an actual person. It could be yourself.
Right.
So the way that I kind of challenge myself is that every day I try to do some things that are uncomfortable for me that I find difficult.
Step out of your body.
So for you, I want to, say congratulations for coming on the show, because that's you stepping out of your comfort.
It really is. This is new. I never done this before, but
you got an office here. You're fucking doing it, man. I'm proud of you. Nicole, I know you, and I want to tell you that I'm proud of you for everything that you're doing. I really
appreciate that. That really got me blushing over here. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, because people, take their life for granted.
Right.
And we don't know if today's our last day on this earth.
That's why I hate when people be like, when I bought this office, I had this one boy always tell me, why you spend money on that? Don't you got bills to pay? Don't you got to pay your rent? You going to buy an office? You can't work out of your house and do this. It doesn't matter. It's not your money, and you worried about my money. I don't check my pockets. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
And then too, and it doesn't matter if I want this office for my business. It shouldn't matter. Like, it's not coming out of your pockets.
Yeah.
So for people that's always trying to tell somebody what to do with their funding, it doesn't matter. Okay. Because like he just said, you can die tomorrow. Where the fuck the money gonna go?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, money is a frequency. Well, this is the thing. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. If you actually read the Bible, it's not the love of money. It's not money.
The root.
It's the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right.
So money itself is a tool. It's like a fucking knife. You can either use a knife to kill someone, or you can use a knife to do surgery on someone and save their life. So same thing with money. Money, you can use it to, buy a bunch of cocaine and crazy
Smoke
shit.
yourself up.
Or you can use the money to pay for your mom's surgery that she needs, to save her life, or buy your mom a new house because they're foreclosing or whatever. Right. So the love of money is a problem. It needs to circulate.
Right.
You need to circulate it. Because if you don't, then it'll stagnate just like water and it becomes putrid, and it will poison you as well. So the way I see it, it's just a transfer of value. Right. If I give you money for something, in return, you're going to provide something for me, whether it's a service, whatever it is. Why do people pay $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for a concert ticket, front row seat?
Right.
Why do they do it?
Because they want to see these people.
The experience.
Exactly.
The experience of them being so close to that person.
And the people.
And the experience that comes with it.
Right.
So if you're an artist out there and you want to get to the point where you're selling those tickets, you should focus on providing that experience to people through your artistry, through your music. Focus on being the best fucking artist. Yeah. And then secondly, learn how to put on a motherfucking show.
Hell yeah. And don't waste our time.
Don't waste our time. So, I really want to thank you for coming on the show and sharing your story. What I think we should do, once you get your first signed artist that you want to promote and that you want to build, bring them on the show. We'll go through their journey, we'll go through their history, and we'll talk about what you guys are doing together. Okay. Because I'm definitely going to be watching your career grow. I want to be part of it in one way or another. Like I told you, if you need help with photography, if you need help with digital marketing, I'll help you with that. And I am an executive film producer, so I make movies and shit. And if I see that your artist has got the vibe, the look that I want for a certain scene or something, I'll make them audition, And if you need your artist to take some acting classes, or if they want to do something outside of just music, send them my way. If I can't do it myself, I have a large network of people that can help them. They could be, I don't care if they're black, white, Chinese.
I deal with all races, by the way. I have no problem. To let you guys know, I have 2 artists that are Hispanic, so I'm not.
Because I'm part of the Chicano Hollywood movement.
Chicanos holla at the sass.
But it's an essence, man. It's a vibe, and it doesn't matter your actual race.
I grew up around all Mexicans, not like that, but I did.
Hey, we're from LA. We're out here.
I speak poquito español.
There we go.
I'm just saying. Okay.
That's funny.
I got a neighbor, abuelita and abuelito.
There you go.
My grandpa and grandma.
Your neighbors?
Yeah, they the older people. They older.
That's funny. So tell us again where we can find you. Give the people a final message from Sassy B, and give us your IG handle.
Okay, my Instagram is The Real Sassy B. That's for my personal IG handler, and for the Permit Records. If you guys want to find us on IG, it's Permit Records as well. P.R.M.E.N.T_records.com. But that's for the see, I messed up.
It's all good.
That's the IG handler. And then the website is Permit Records, just PRMENT records.com.
Awesome. Guys, make sure you subscribe, follow, check out the website, check out some of the merch, purchase something to support the cause. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube Dreams to Reality YouTube channel and the Dreams to Reality IG. Go ahead and follow them, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.